After pursuing his quarry to an entirely different galaxy, Tyranid found himself fighting a strange new enemy. The system authorities in Ivoke were fighting against an infestation of their planets when Tyranid showed them a pic of his quarry. They recognized her immediately. Zhellanara was helping the infestation, and in return they had built her a large, well-defended fortress. With his plans of a quick smash and grab now thrown out the window, Tyranid changed tactics and agreed to help the system authorities fight back against the infestation, and in exchange, they would help him assault the fortress. With this side of the bargain now fulfilled, Tyranid turns to the system authorities to fulfill their side and help him finally get his vengeance.
It doesn't make any sense. There has to be some remnant of this damn element in the flora. So why can't I isolate it? The Voidgek will not be happy with my continued failure. Oh shit. That's them now. Oh well, might as well get this over with. Voidgek! How nice of you to call. What can I do for you this lovely day?
Even before my rebirth in Mother's Embrace, social niceties eluded me, so I will simply get straight to the point. Our assault teams have run into a problem in disrupting the indigent Gek's collection of the element.
I'm the one who recognized what the Gek collection teams were doing. I was also the one who came up with the plan to ambush their teams while they worked. What happened?
It would appear that the system authorities have decided to counter our attacks on the collection teams by hiring mercenaries. Well, as you can see, they seem to have hired some Vy'keen mercenaries to do their fighting for them.
No! It can't be! This is not possible. How is he here? I am so screwed. I've got to get out of here fast. Oh hell, that was not an internal monologue, was it, Voidgek?
No, that was most definitely an external monologue. I had thought the system authorities had mercenaries, but now it would appear that was not correct, was it?
Well, it's kind of correct.
I will not tolerate any more omissions or subterfuge from you. I need to know what we are up against. If you are unable or unwilling to tell me, I will have you replaced.
Very well. The Vy'keen you saw at the end of the clip is named Trenit, and he is a retired Special Ops Commander. I ran afoul of him a few months ago, and he caused some problems for me back in Ezdoranit. But I left him behind in Ezdoranit. I do not understand how he found me.
How he found you is a rather pointless question at this time. What he's planning on doing now that he has found you is the question I am interested in.
Since he's fighting for the system authorities, I'll bet that he got here expecting to find me with a half-built bolt hole that he could smash into real fast and snatch me from. When he showed up here and saw my completed fortifications, he realized he was going to have to change tactics. The system authorities probably offered him help in attacking my bolt hole in exchange for helping protect their collection crews.
Ah, I see. His group is probably the one that jumped into system a couple days ago and sorted to help fight off our latest attempt to take over the space station. We were on the cusp of success too, so it would appear that your previous indiscretions have caused a massive wrench to be thrown into our plans, and that your boss knew about it ahead of time and sent you anyway. I have a meeting with my master later today. I'll lay out our situation to Master Apet and see what Mother wants to do about you and your conglomerate. Needless to say, you will not be allowed any contact with your boss until we have decided what to do.
Now there's no need to be hasty, Voidgek. My usefulness to you is not at an end. In fact, I just made a significant discovery in my attempt to isolate the element that's causing void growths to wither on Samuskin Minor. I have not isolated the specific element yet, but I'm so much closer now. If you will help me defeat this damn persistent Viking, I am confident I'll have the actual element isolated and a way to neutralize it devised in fairly short order.
A breakthrough, you say? Very well. I will support our continued working relationship when I speak with Master Huppet later today. I will also send some more workers to you with new designs for defensive positions to help repel the assault I am sure is headed your way. Once that has been dealt with, I'm very curious to see this breakthrough of yours.
Thank you, Voidgek. I appreciate your support. You will not regret it. I'll let you go now and get back to my research. Well, that bought me a little bit of time. Why can that moronic Viking not get it through his thick skull that the attack on his family was just business? It wasn't personal. Looks like it's time to work out my exit strategy. Evading the void and that damn Viking will be interesting to say the least. Maybe I can figure out a way to get them to take each other out.
Your eyes don't deceive, Master Trenant. The application of the refined element has nearly eradicated the gross in this area. This bodes well for safe expansion into a greater collection area. We will now have access to significant deposits previously unavailable to us. The quantities of the element we have gathered under your protection in this area alone are unprecedented. This will most certainly revitalize the entire system. We are humbly and forever in your debt, Master Trenant. You and your Viking brethren have not only saved countless Gek lives, but have provided us the chance to thrive once again.
It's been a pleasure protecting such brave Gek. Your lab seems to have reached a point where it can function without our protection. I've reached out to Trade Lord Gekana to let him know it's time to fulfill his side of our bargain.
My associate tells me that the Trade Lord is actually on the comm right now for you, Master Trenant. I'll be in the lab should you need me for anything.
Trade Lord, our mission here at the lab is finished. The teams have collected enough of the element to clear out the area around the lab as well as nearby areas. Now it's time for you to fulfill your side of our bargain and help me and my friends assault the Spire.
Master Trenant, your news has brightened my day immeasurably. We have suffered several painful defeats at the hands of the Void Forces recently, and our morale has dropped precipitously. Unfortunately, these defeats have left me without the necessary forces to fulfill our bargain. But please know how much the inhabitants of the system appreciate your efforts on our behalf.
The unfortunate part of the situation is that you seem to have mistaken me for a being who cares about your system inhabitants in any way at all. My sole reason for being here is my quarry. My friends have risked their lives on my word that you would help us. The last being who crossed me has found herself hounded across galaxies. So you need to ask yourself, is it cheaper to help me or run from me? You have 5 seconds to decide. 5, 4, 1. Time's up. What's your choice, you worthless piece of faecium?
Now, Master Trenant, no need to be hasty. You didn't let me finish. While I am unable to fulfill our bargain now, I'm sure news of your success will invigorate our combat forces. I will be able to get you the help you need within just a few short months. In fact, if you were to stay at the laboratory and continue to help them, I believe our warriors would be even more inclined to help you.
Ha! The fact you were able to get out the word warriors in reference to Gek without riotous laughter is the most impressive thing you've said this entire conversation. Unlike yourself, the Gek here have behaved with honor, so I will continue to protect them. For a short time. Once my patience has ran out, I will turn your office into a smoking hole in the ground.
That won't be necessary at all, Master Trenant. We shall talk again soon. Kakana, out.
Are you sure that was wise, Trade Lord? This Vy'keen doesn't seem like the most stable being. It's very hard to say what lengths he'll go to should you piss him off enough. I'd say a bolt caster around to your head wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility.
I know, damn it. It seemed like such a good idea mere moments ago. We get the element we needed to help our fight without risking any of our citizens to some crazed Vy'keen vendetta. But he responded with much more violence than anticipated.
He's a Vy'keen. Expecting him to respond with anything other than violence was a mistake. Where are you going to get the soldiers to help him?
We can be certain that the fortress will be defended by Gek that have been taken by the Void. As you very well know, a large number of Gek in this system hold out hope that once we defeat the Void, their loved ones will simply come home as if nothing has happened. None of the warriors in the system will attack beings they still hope can be saved. You should probably go and warn the Archive Commander to expect an assault by a handful of crazed Vy'keen ex-Spec Ops warriors.
The commander will want to know why formerly friendly Vy'keen are attacking us now.
It's none of his damned business. His job is to protect this archive from attack. It doesn't matter who the attackers are.
He will be better able to defend if he knows how far the Vy'keen will push their attack.
I didn't ask your opinion either. Just do as you're told.
Very well, sir. I'll get right on that. Those Vy'keen risk their lives to help my people defeat the Void Curse. They deserve better than betrayal by cowardly administrators who have been very careful to keep their entire extended family as far away from the fighting as possible.
Trade Assistant, so good to see you. Will the Trade Lord be joining you? I'd love to show them the process improvements we've made.
Unfortunately, no. The Trade Lord has remained back on the Forsea. In fact, he doesn't even know that I've come here. I hope you'll keep my visit quiet, old friend.
Of course. I've been meaning to reach out and extend my condolences for the loss of your mate and offspring on Upasati. They will be missed.
Thank you. They will indeed be missed. Your work here, as well as the assistance provided by Master Trenant, has given us hope that all is not lost. Now, if you'll excuse us, I'd like to speak with Trenant alone.
Absolutely. Should you need any assistance from me or my staff, all you need to do is ask.
I nearly shot you on sight as a message to your Trade Lord. How about you tell me what brings you here, Trade Assistant?
I don't think it will come as a surprise to you, but the Trade Lord has no intention of honoring his side of your bargain, Master Trenant.
That worthless sack of flesh! I'll dismember him with my bare hands! Did he think I wouldn't turn that archive into a smoking crater when he betrayed me?
Honestly, I don't think he thought that far ahead. He was grasping at straws when you showed up. Most of the system's inhabitants were ready to leave for other systems. If the Void had managed to take the space station, that would have triggered a mass exodus. The sad fact is that even if he wanted to fulfill his side of the deal, finding soldiers willing to help would be difficult. The fortress is mostly defended by Gek from Upakati that have been taken over by the Void. Most of the population believe that once the Void is defeated, all of their loved ones will simply revert back to their old selves, so they refuse to kill any of the Void Geks.
We've ran into a few of these Void Geks, and I can say that is highly unlikely. Every single one has committed suicide rather than be rescued.
I agree wholeheartedly. When the Void first attacked Upakati, my home city was one of the first to fall. To my everlasting regret, I was away on the Fosse with the Trade Lord. Once I heard of the city's fall, I rushed back to try and find my family. I lurked in the city sewers for days until I saw my mate, working to clear rubble. I waited until she was separated from the others and approached her. She definitely recognized me, and still she raised the alarm. I grabbed her and ran. She fought me like a rabid kukler, screaming for mother to rescue her. Once we'd escaped into the tunnels, she became despondent, and the second I sat her down, she impaled herself on a sharp piece of metal sticking out of some rubble. The Void Gex cannot be saved. Anyone who thinks differently is a fool.
You managed to sneak into an enemy-occupied city, grab an occupant, and successfully escape? Extremely impressive, Trade Assistant. I, too, am sorry for your loss. But something tells me you didn't come here to simply tell me the Trade Lord was gonna fuck me over.
You are very perspicacious for a Viking, and you can do away with the Trade Assistant bullshit. Call me Gekbert. I have a feeling that Trade Lord's help or not, you'll still be assaulting the Spire, and I wanted to ask to accompany you. It may be too late to help my family, but your help has been instrumental in saving many lives in this system. So, if you'll have me, I'd be honored to join your men in the assault.
Since we'll be fighting together, you better get used to calling me Trennet, Gekbert. I'm headed inside to meet with my friends and finalize our assault plans. Follow me. I'll introduce you to the others. Alright, everybody. This is Gekbert, an associate of the Trade Lord, who has confirmed that the Trade Lord will not be honoring his side of the bargain. Gekbert will be joining our assault. He lost his whole family to the Void's attack and deserves his vengeance. Now, onto our plans for the assault. Yo, Tim, you still alive out there?
Yep, still alive. While I'm answering stupid questions, yes, water is wet, down is down, up is up, and you're still a pain in my ass.
Glad to hear it, buddy. I'm here with the rest of the team, plus a few brave Gek who've agreed to help us. What have you found?
For starters, the surveillance pic of the Spire that the Trade Lord showed us was correct. However, a day or so after your first ambush of Void creatures, a group of Void Geks showed up. And within just a couple of days, they built additional external turrets, as well as upgraded the internal defenses.
Damn! That's fast! Both reaction time and construction time. Did they reinforce the power star?
That's the good news, actually. They didn't. They added more generators to the star, but didn't do anything to protect it. It looks like the star provides nearly all the Spire's power, so taking it out should take down most of its defenses.
The problem will be those guns. They're specifically placed so they can defend the power star from attacks. I do have 2 pilots that joined the collection teams for vengeance against the Void. They're more than happy to help you out, Master Trennet, but their planes are poorly maintained. I'm fairly certain that the guns would destroy them before they could get within range of the power star.
You know I've got a plan for that. The boys, myself, and our friend Gekbert here will meet up with Tim closer to the Spire, but still out of its view, and start making attack runs. We won't do much damage, but we'll definitely make a spectacle of ourselves. While the defenders are distracted, your pilots can fly nap of the Earth as close as possible to the Spire before they start their attack.
Yes, that should work splendidly.
Once your pilots hit the power star, they can haul ass out of there. The power star going down will be the signal for the rest of us to land. There are 4 entrances off the landing pads at the bottom level. I'll take one entrance with Gekbert, the rest of you split up among the other 3, and we'll force them to defend all 4 doors simultaneously. Once we're inside, we'll have to do a quick recon of the floor and decide how best to advance through the fortress.
Would it be easier if we looked at the surveillance footage from the micro drone I snuck into the facility? Spliced into a Void Gek's visor feed.
Damn it, Tim! How many times have I told you not to bury the lead? Let's see the footage.
As you can see it from the outside, there are 4 levels to the Spire. Each level is accessed via SRT from the level below. This level has multiple entrances that lead to the same open area. There is an enclosed inner area that contains another SRT that should take you to the next level. This inner area with the SRT is sealed off by a single power door, which is powered by the star. Ah yes, due to the severity of the storms, power interruptions are definitely a thing. To ensure access from a loss of power, the door in the SRT can be powered by simultaneously triggering the 4 floor switches that are found in each of the corners of the level.
Ha! Having her own backup systems bite her in the ass. I love it.
The second level is the greenhouse. Even though the void has taken over the Gek, evidently they still require physical sustenance. Emergency power to this SRT can be found by flipping 3 different switches hidden amongst the plants. I've marked the locations on the footage so we don't have to waste any time looking for them.
Hell yeah, Tim. Great job with the recon. You've saved us a shitload of time.
Thanks, but unfortunately that's where it ends. As far as I can tell, the top 2 levels are Zhellanara's personal quarters and lab. No void Geks are allowed up there. I did get a drone close enough to determine the balcony of the upper level is not a viable port of entry. It's sealed by a power door that can only be opened from the inside. Other than that, I've got nothing.
That's better info than I expected us to have, my friend. Great work as always. Okay, one last time to review. The assault team meets up with Tim just out of the Spire's detection range. Then we start a showy but ineffectual assault to cover the Gek pilot's approach. The Gek will fly nap of the Earth until they reach attack range of the Power Star. They'll pop up, hit the star with a full volley of rockets, then haul ass out of there. Once the star goes down, we'll land on the 4 landing pads and assault all 4 doors at once. Once we're inside, we'll work our way from level to level, killing all resistance and then figuring out how to advance to the next level. I'm sure the rat herself will run from our advance, so we'll have to corner her on the top level. Once we've got her trapped, I will kill her personally! Am I clear? Clear! So glad you could join us, Tim. Hope we didn't interrupt anything important. Geksala, tell your pilots to start their approach. Alright everyone, time to start the party!
Pilots, commence formation and begin your assault run on the Power Star. Authorization, Sala, Alpha, Z. Gek speed and good luck.
Fucking Void scum!
Just another death to lay at the feet of the Void. The pilot that died was a neighbor of mine on Upakati before its fall, and I must admit to a bit of jealousy. At least he is reunited with his family.
Living to kill more of the scum who took your family is a much heavier burden. What's that smell?
Ah, many apologies, Torrent. I was indulging in some self-pity. What you smell are Gek sadness hormones. Not something other species smell from us very often, as we consider grief to be very private. Are you okay?
We are Vakeen! Warriors attack! Nothing will stand in the way of my vengeance!
What the fuck, boss? I've never seen you charge straight into enemy fire before. By all the rights, you should have been killed several times over.
Fucking kill them all. Smash all their faces into a red ruin. Gagbart! What the fuck is going on? Why can't I think tactically? All that's on my mind is watching their skulls shatter under the butt of my multi-tool!
Like I told you on the landing pad, the sadness hormone is not one that other species encounter very often from us. While the hormone stimulates other Gek's empathy, it would appear that it stimulates rage in the Viking. Very interesting.
Interesting? That's the best word you could come up with? I am invincible! I am death made flesh!
Boss? Are we gonna head up to the next floor?
Oh yes, more killing. Definitely more killing. Everyone, find a floor switch and stand on it!
Boss, hold up.
Why? It's time to bathe in the blood of our enemies!
You know they'll be waiting on us to come through that SRT. It's not fair that you get to have all the fun. How about getting real sad for a minute, my Gek friend?
Bathe in their blood! Only one more level. Running out of room to hide. Vengeance will be mine! Okay, how do we get that SRT powered up? Ha! Too easy! I'll bet this switch kills the power inverter that's keeping the SRT powered down! Vengeance!
I surrender! I surrender!
What's that? I can't hear you! Too much firing in enclosed spaces!
Damn you! You've ruined everything. I refuse to give you the satisfaction.
No! I'm supposed to kill you! Get back here!
While it would appear, Zhellanara has once again escaped certain death at Tyranet's hand. Has she merely exchanged one death for another? Without the information that she promised the Void Gek, how will she survive their retaliation? Check back soon for the next installment of Mercenary Adventures, Episode 6. What lies ahead for Tyranet? With no way to track the Void Freighter, can he let go of the thirst for vengeance that has taken him so far from home, or will it drive him to continue searching? Find out next time. Thanks for watching.